Today on our 2018 Ram 3500 cabin chassis, you're going to be taking a look at, I'm going to show you how to install the CURT Class V XD trailer hitch receiver, part number C15400. This is what our hitch looks like when it's installed. This is going to be an extra duty hitch. It's going to be designed for heavier duty trucks like this Ram 3500 we have it on here today. It's going to have a nice black powder coat finish, so it's going to resist any rust or corrosion. It's going to be a Class 5 hitch. It's going to be 2" by 2". Hitch pin hole is going to be 5/8 inch in diameter. It's going to have plate style safety chain rings. Gives you plenty of room for different size safety chain hooks. It is going to have a reinforced collar. Gives you a little extra stability on your receiver tube. Now, as far as weight capacity goes, you're going to have a 2,550 pound max tongue weight, which is a downward pressure on the inside of the receiver tube. And you're going to have a 17,000 pound max trailer weight, which is a trailer plus the load included. Now, I do recommend checking the owner's manual of your Ram. Make sure the vehicle can withstand that amount of weight. You're going to want to pick the lowest number between the vehicle and the hitch. Now, you can use weight distribution with this hitch. Your weight numbers are going to stay the same. Now, as far as the installation goes, it is a very simple installation. You do have to drill the 3 holes on each side of your frame rail to get it installed. Once you have those 3 holes drilled, it goes right into place. It is a very heavy hitch. I do recommend having a couple people help you get it into place. Now let's give you a few measurements to help you when deciding on any hitch mounted accessories you may need, such as a bike rack, ball mount, cargo carrier. From the center of the hitch pin hole to the outermost part of the bumper will be about 8 inches. From the ground to the top innermost part of the receiver tube will be about 20¼ inches. Now let's show you how to get this installed. First thing we need to do is right here on the back of the frame, we gotta remove the rivets. So because we have this bumper on, normally we can just grind off the top and it'll fall out the bottom. Because we have the bumper, we're not gonna take it off. We're actually gonna drill it out. We're gonna use 3 drill bits. We're gonna use a 1/4 inch drill bit first. We'll go up to 5/8 and then finish off with a 9/16, and we should be able to get that rivet out. If you have a jack stand like this, it makes it easier. It will save your arms and shoulders. Then we're going to step up to the next size, which is going to be our 5/8. So our end goal is to remove this and then the top side, because we want our hitch to sit flat against our frame. So once you're done drilling it, this is going to be the bottom side, which is on the bottom of your frame rail here. This is what you got to remove from the top side. Once you have that rivet removed, you're going to want to do the same thing on the other side. Next, on our driver's side, you're going to have a wire loom clamp that's coming through right here. This is where our hitches are going to sit, so you can use a flathead screwdriver, trim panel tool, whatever you have. Get up there and pull that out. Next thing you want to do is, if you don't have an extra person, it's probably going to be a little bit easier if you have a couple of jack stands like this. If you have it on the ground, regular jack stands will work. What I'd suggest is getting it lined up where this hole you just drilled out the rivet, line it up with this back edge hole here. And then we're going to take spacer block, carriage bolt, and they're going to go in from the top of the frame. Like that. We'll put our flange nut on the bottom. That's going to give us template to drill our next 2 holes on each side. I'm going to use a 22mm socket. I'm going to go ahead and tighten these into place. I'm not going to torque them just yet. There's 2 ways you can do this. How I'm doing it, where I bolted it up there, use a couple longer drill bits to drill these back here, or you can take it back off once you have your holes marked. I'm going to start with my 9/16. That's going to give me, it's going to kind of center punch the hole. Now I'm going to go down to my 1/4 inch drill bit and drill that hole first, which is basically a pilot hole. Go ahead and repeat that for the 3 remaining holes. Now we're going to come back and finish out our holes with a 9/16 drill bit. Once you have your other 4 holes marked, you can go ahead and take your hitch down. It makes it easier, which is what we're going to do. Take it down, draw out those holes. Now we're going to repeat that same thing for the holes on the other side. Then what you want to do is take some clear coat or some black spray paint or whatever color spray paint you may have and cover up this bare metal to help prevent any rusting later on down the road. Then we'll have the same combination of hardware. We'll go ahead and feed it into our hole. You're going to make sure it drops all the way down. Go ahead and do that same thing on the other side. Next, we'll tighten everything down and then torque it to the specifications and the instructions. We're using a 22mm socket. We'll do that with all remaining hardware. That'll do it for look at and installation on the CURT Class V XD trailer hitch receiver, part number C15400 on our 2018 Ram 3500 cab and chassis.